Man, these clothes are great. I couldn't resist trying this one on right away because it feels like silk.
What's this man doing?
I brought him out here to give him some clothes.
Miss Teacher taught me this neat card trick. Oh. Oh, hi, Victor.
Hi, sweetheart.
Oh my gosh. Mr. Wharton,
Bet you're surprised to find me here, huh, Kathy?
did you come to visit my mommy and daddy?
Actually, sweetheart, he came to pick something up.
But I am really glad I got to see you, though.
Me too. Hey, is that a new shirt? It looks good on you.
Thank you. I like it, too.
What is it? Ash, come on, it's me. Remember old Smiling Jack? What's bugging you?
If I say anything, you promise me that you're going to keep your big mouth shut because I don't want this to get back to Tracy or Brad. You promise?
Ash, what is going on?
Well, I know I shouldn't feel this way. All of a sudden, Brad wants to have more contact with Colleen, and yes, it bugs me.
More contact, what does that mean?
He wants her to spend part of the summer with us.
Well, how does he think Tracy's going to feel about that? Much less Colleen.
Well, he knows that he's got some selling to do.
And what, you're just not enjoying the selling very much?
Am I horribly small?
No, I can understand you being bugged by this. There's a lot of history there.
You do understand why I wouldn't be thrilled by this?
What I don't understand is why all the hooey about her living under the same roof as Phyllis. What was that? Just a lot of smoke?
Your place is a safety net, Jack. Brad wants her with us.
And you're just wondering why this is happening to you now?
For the record, I'm not threatened. I know that nothing could shake Brad's love for Abby.
Okay, so what is bothering you?
I picked up the weirdest vibe from Tracy.
What vibe?
I got the distinct feeling. Ew. That she was pleased when she found out that Brad isn't Abby's biological father. What? That doesn't surprise you?
No. No, I always had the feeling Tracy never totally got over Brad, and I'm sure she is happy to be the mother of his only child.
I hate to say this, but I was very comfortable. Having Tracy and Steve and Colleen just far away in New York. Now, all of a sudden, Brad wants to push to get Colleen here, and if that happens, that means a lot of changes for us, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for them.
So we really surprised you, huh?
That's an understatement, Trace. I obviously had no idea you two were coming.
Well, I knew how much you would like to see your daughter.
Yeah. I'm so glad you came. I've been hoping that I would get to spend some time with you soon.
And you feel the same way, don't you, sweetheart? You're upset.
Damn right I am.
I'm sorry. I know how much it hurts when your talks with Christine don't go well. Paul, I'm not trying to pry. I just want you to know if you need a shoulder, I'm here.
I really don't want to talk about this right now.
Where are you going?
To get some air, I'm going to think about what I'm going to do. But to be perfectly honest with you, with this last stunt that Chris has pulled, she doesn't really leave me much of a choice.
Are you going to tell me what you're up to? Or do I have to sit here all night and try to pry it out of you?
Phyllis, I repeat, what makes you think I'm up to anything?
Because you're so calm where the bug's concerned. Yes, she and Paul have been away from each other for a number of
And are
months.
about to be separated even longer now that she's taken up this assignment in Australia.
Yes, but when she comes back into town, that doesn't mean that she and her husband aren't going to reconcile, especially since you've made zero headway with her.
Phyllis. There you go again, letting your imagination run away with you.
Come on. Tell Phyllis everything. Because it'd be a lot more fun if you had someone to share it with.
Actually, Mom, I'm pretty wiped out.
That was a long flight, huh?
Well, our daughter flew in from Paris, and then we hopped a flight here from New York, so she's been in the air practically nonstop for the last 12 hours.
Well, no wonder you're exhausted. Can I get you something to drink or eat?
No, thank you.
How about you, Trace?
Oh, I'm fine, too, thanks.
Well, why don't we have a seat?
So, Ashley's not home?
No, not yet, but she'll be along anytime.
And how about her little girl? Is Abby upstairs?
Yes, Trace, she sure is.
Well, would you like to say hello? Can I?
Come on, let's go see your baby sister. Right up the stairs.
So you are Larry Warden.
The man who helped my dad get out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
This is Miss Chancellor.
Hello.
It's a pleasure, ma'am.
I heard you may not be able to get out of jail this soon.
Are you kidding me? I had to find a way to get out to take you up on that offer for a smoothie.
Well, we don't have the stuff to make smoothies here. But Miguel makes great milkshakes. Would you like one?
Honey, it's getting late. Mr. Wharton has to get home.
My driver's outside. He can go with us.
That's okay. I can call a cab.
No, actually, that's a good idea. It takes forever to get a cab out here at night.
All right, if it's not a hassle, Miss Chancellor, thank you. I'll be seeing you around, kiddo, all right?
Good night, Mr. Warren.
Why don't you call me Larry? We are friends, aren't we?
Night, Larry.
Good night. Thank you, and good night, Mr. Newman. Good evening.
Victor, you're so quiet. Is something wrong?
That must be done.
Are you sure no one's joining you for dinner?
Not unless I can persuade you to dine with me.
Well, I'm not very busy right now.
I will take that as a yes.
So how's life treating you? Newman Enterprises keeping you hopping?
Ah, Gina, and then some. Not that I'm complaining.
Well, I'm going to say this whether you want me to or not. A handsome man like you should not be dining alone.
I'm not. I'm having dinner with a lovely, successful restaurateur.
You know what I mean. Come on now, Shirley, there's got to be an attractive lady that you're interested in. Or is she already taken?
Ash, life is full of changes. You know that.
I do know that. But until recently, Brad thought that Colleen's place was with Tracy and Steve in New York.
So maybe he misses her.
Of course he misses her, Jack. He didn't want to intrude.
And now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he does.
Well, actually, he said it was because of Abby. Having Abby made him realize that he's missed out on a lot of years with Colleen.
I have to say this. I understand that.
I understand it too, Jack. That's why my feelings are so disturbing to me. I want him to be close to his
This is a
daughter.
perfectly normal reaction.
Ah,
Talking about your husband's ex-wife, who also happens to be your sister, and you and Tracy certainly have a lot of history where sibling rivalry is concerned. And you've always had issues over Bradsky.
very, very, very true.
Add to that, this is the first time in your marriage that you've had to deal with some pretty delicate family situations. I just want to suggest, if you deal with those feelings now, you will be better off.
Could I get you to put that in writing?
This is really troubling you, isn't it?
Let's put it this way. I'm just really happy that Tracy isn't here to see me go through this.
Well, obviously, I have to pry this out of you.
No, not if we change the topic to you and Jack.
Okay. I'm hopelessly in love.
Any clouds on the horizon?
Nope. Just one cloud, actually.
Concerning?
Kids.
Jack wants them and you don't.
It's really not that black and white. He mentioned that he wanted children, and, the thought of that makes me more than a little nervous.
Because of Daniel.
Yeah, because of Daniel. You know what? I'm just gonna have to dazzle him so he forgets that he wants to hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet.
Well, if anyone can do it, you can.
You're pretty dazzling yourself.
Yeah,
You know that? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know.
When you put your mind to it.
Well, I suggest that you keep your focus on Jack and on your work, and you stop worrying about my personal life.
I'm worried about you.
Why?
Because you're happy and you shouldn't be. You hitting the sauce?
Yeah, for crying out loud, Phyllis. Why do you have to make a melodrama out of everything? I'm just in a good mood because the job Christine took is exactly what she needs right now. It's going to restore her energy. And not to mention the plus that she's bringing in major bucks to the firm, Baldwin Williams has really taken off.
Why do you expect me to believe all of this? Is that what this is about? Okay. I mean, maybe after that slap in the face that Christine gave you, maybe you found peace with the situation.
That's my private line. I gotta get...
Don't worry.
No.
Come closer. I'll get it for you. Hello? Who's this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I have the wrong number.
Not necessarily. Who is this?
Don't give me the phone. Here. Thank you. Yes.
Michael, is that you?
Yes.
Who was that answered the phone?
Don't worry about that. What can I do for you?
Paul has decided to move me into another apartment. He even rented it for me. And then this call came from Christine.
So now everything's off. You don't have to go.
Well, I don't know. Paul is so upset.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
This is your doing, isn't it? I thought as much. What did you do?
If it works, what does it matter?
Well, I'm concerned for Paul. He just left here in a terrible state.
He'll live. Look, I've got to go. I'll be in touch. Bye.
Well. Fascinating.
What are you talking about, Phyllis?
The damsel in distress on the phone just now. She's in a complicated situation. Which you're taking full advantage of, aren't you, Michael?
Good idea, Mom.
Oh, good. So Colleen and Abby hit it off, did they?
Actually, Abby's sound asleep. And I don't think our daughter's too far behind. Though she wouldn't admit that.
Teenagers. What can you do?
I think there's more to it than that.
What do you mean?
Tracy, I am thrilled that you convinced Colleen to come. I just hope you didn't have to twist her arm.
Why would you say that?
Well, she hasn't spoken 10 words.
Well, she had a very long trip. Is it any wonder that she's not quite herself at the moment?
Trace, I was hoping that Colleen would come here this summer and spend some time with me. I want to get to know my daughter, Trace. And I want her to get to know me.
Okay. I think we should take it one step at a time.
See how this little visit goes first?
Yeah, I think that's best.
Okay, I will hold off. I don't want to come on too strong.
Brad, I'm sure that you and your daughter are going to get along great.
I sure hope so, Trace. Hi.
Will! My God. What are you doing here, Tracy?
Okay, so old St. Peter replies, I've added up all the hours that you build your clients for, so by my calculations, you must be 193 years old.
Oh,
Ba-dum-bum.
No. That's good. That's very good.
I'm playing.
That's
You're
good.
not offended, are you?
Heck no, but Lawyer Jones, no. You know what? I know this good photographer joke.
Okay, hit me.
See, this photographer dies and he goes to the pearly gates.
Yeah, I've heard it. He says, now you're on staff. Ooh,
No, man, why'd you have to spoil it?
my bad. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's just a little habit I got going on.
Oh, yeah, I know why you do it, because you can dish it out, but you can't take it.
Hey,
That's what
okay,
it
I'm
is.
guilty. You better
Doing that.
you better stop at the tickling. You will get hurt.
No, I won't.
Yeah, all right.
I'm glad you decided to keep things low-key. It's been fun kicking back, talking, laughing, getting to know one another better.
Without a bunch of loud music and wild dancing getting in the way?
Yeah. Not that I have anything against clubbing, but being with you like this is,
Hey. Shh. Alex, I feel the same way. You know, I guess it's just hard to break old habits, though.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, my first instinct is to always go out. And I don't know, I guess it goes back to when I was a teenager. See, getting my party on was always my way of not having to deal with stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You mean the problems between you and your brother?
Well, Neil was part of it, yeah, but my mother was most of it.
You and your mother didn't get along?
You know what, Alex? Let's not go there, okay?
I mean, everyone's got something they can complain about, but see, me, I'd rather just get over it, you know?
To answer your question, sweetheart, it was a very long flight. And I guess I'm more tired than I thought I would be, all right?
That's why you're quiet?
Why don't you go and have Miguel fix you that milkshake?
I'll be very happy to tell you if you'll stop that tone with me.
You tell me not to use this tone with you. The hell are you doing bringing Larry Wharton in this house? The man is a convicted felon. He helped frame our son.
Actually, it was our son who convinced me that Larry deserves a second chance.
You can't be serious.
Look, I know how you feel about this guy, but you have to look at this from Nicholas's point of view. He not only wanted to repay Larry for finally telling the truth, but he's come to believe that there's some good in the man, that he's at the point in his life where some positive changes could take place if he was given the chance.
Our son told you that.
Yes, he did. In the meantime, the district attorney is saying that he won't let him out on probation without a job. He doesn't want him roaming the streets.
Where are you going with this?
As I said, Nicholas very much wanted to help this man. So I came forward, I gave him a job.
Let me understand this. Larry Wharton is out of jail because of you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Malcolm, if you don't want to talk about this, I know it's personal.
No, Alex, I'm okay. I'm a big boy now. All that stuff was a long time ago.
Still, you can't erase those feelings you had as a kid.
Alex, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that my mother didn't love me in her own way. It's just she was always so damn proud of Neil.
And I'm sure she was proud of you, too.
I guess. It just never really felt like it. Look, I'm not one to hold a grudge. But believe me, Neil was my mother's shining star. And no matter how hard I tried, I could never measure up in her eyes. So after a while, I was just like, the hell with it. I gave up. I mean, what was the point? But what do you know? I survived. Besides, no one's childhood was all sunshine and lollipops, right?
True. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like you know where I'm coming from. Did you go through something like I did?
Well, not really. I never really doubted my mother's love.
And what about your pops?
I never doubted his either. Until he left.
Ooh. He just took off?
Yeah. Yeah. It might have been better if I hadn't felt so loved by him. And then maybe then I wouldn't miss him so much. And I wouldn't have wondered what I had done wrong. And, what I could have done to make him stay.
How old were you when you split?
12.
I'm sorry, Alex, that's a tough age. I mean, not that there's an easy one, but...
Yeah, I was pretty torn up.
Hey. I apologize. I didn't mean to stir all this up for you again.
No, it's okay. I'm okay. It's just that I haven't talked about this in a long time with anybody. It's getting late. I better get going.
You have to?
Work tomorrow. Both of us.
Yeah, you're right. I do have an early shoot.
Malcolm, you know what? I really want to thank you for a wonderful evening. And I hope I didn't bring you down too much talking about my stuff from the past.
Hey. No, not at all. Alex, I wanted to know. Sweetheart, I want to know everything about you. Besides, I showed you some of my battle scars, too, so I think that makes us even. Look, it just means a lot to me that you felt comfortable enough to open up to me. You hear me? It means a lot.
How could you do this? I've warned you about Larry Wharton.
Yes, I know you did, and for a time I shared your concerns.
Until our son swayed your thinking, is that it?
I gave this a great deal of consideration.
Don't you realize that Larry Wharton is a convicted felon?
Victor, surely you don't think that just because somebody has spent time in prison doesn't mean that they can't be a useful member of society.
Don't you give me that psychobabble! That man is violent. Don't you get it?
What if he's changed?
I can't believe I'm hearing this. What if he hasn't changed? Are you willing to take that risk?
There are risks and dangers all around us all the time. Some of them we're aware of, some of them just hit us out of the blue. I'm sorry you don't approve. But then it won't be the first time I've done something you disagree with, will it?
Hi.
Alex. Hi, you're looking for Malcolm?
No. You.
Hey. Why?
Would you do me a favor?
What?
Dance with me. Please? I tell you, I've kept bottled inside for a long, long time. And even now, part of me is afraid of how you might react.
What are you trying to say?
I've waited forever. Feel your arms around me like this. And even when I look at your eyes, I think you feel the same way.
You. So beautiful. So very beautiful. Yeah. If only.
No. Please don't.
You're involved with my brother.
No, this is about you and me. Right now. At this moment. This is all about us.
Neil?
Oh. Gina, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Would you like some more wine?
No. No, thanks.
Where were you just now?
So it was just sort of a spur of the moment visit.
So then you don't know how long you're going to be staying?
Well, I actually haven't given that part much thought. I think we're going to have to play it by ear.
I can't wait to see Colleen. It's been so long. We have so much catching up to do.
Well, I'm afraid it's going to have to wait till morning because she's just exhausted. So I have to take her over to Dad's. We need to put her to bed, you know.
Aw.
Too late. Our daughter is out like a light on the spare sofa in the bedroom. I didn't have the heart to wake her.
Oh, my word. She is exhausted.
Well, then that settles it. The two of you will have to spend the night here.
Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be an imposition?
No, not at all. I'll get your bags out of the car.
Okay. Here, it's the keys. Thank you, Brad.
Sure.
Can I get you anything?
Yeah. Do you have any orange juice?
Orange juice. Well, I think I've got some orange juice.
Oh, no. I can get it. Actually, I used to live here. I know where the kitchen is.
Michael, this is the first time you're not saying it's my imagination. How long has this been going on?
Months.
Months? And you didn't even say anything to
Why?
me?
So you could hound me relentlessly for details?
Which is what I'm going to do right now,
Phyllis,
yes.
please.
What's her name?
You don't know her.
Do I get to meet her?
Phyllis, I have to do my work.
You gonna throw me out?
No, I'm not going to throw you out. I am going to escort you to the door, and I'm going to wish you a very lovely evening. I hope you have the best time in
Well,
the
my
world.
purse, my
Yeah,
purse.
well,
I need my purse.
There's your purse, baby.
Am I right about this? Or is this just another one of your smoke screens?
Phyllis, if I were half as smart as you think, I would be retired and lounging on the deck of my yacht. Now, give my best to Jack. Yeah. Everything's coming together according to plan.
are you? Should have been back by now. I have to find you. How's your walk?
Didn't help.
Sorry. Is there anything I can get you?
No.
I wish I could help. I hate seeing you so upset.
Chris called to tell me that she's taken another job. This one's in Australia. She won't be back for months. You know, it's bad enough that she takes this job without discussing it with me first. But to say what she did about you is just unfair.
About me?
I'm sure it comes as no surprise that my wife has a very specific attitude towards you.
Well, I know she didn't like me being here, but that's why you wanted me to move out.
She started hurling accusations.
Well, what exactly did she say?
Well, in so many words, she accused me of having an affair with you.
What?
Yeah, which is so ironic because I have been very faithful to my marriage vows. As hard as it has been, for the past few months, I have resisted temptation.
It's been hard for me too, Paul. It's been the hardest thing I've had to do in my life.
Are you doing this to spite me?
What are you talking about?
How the hell did you allow yourself to get sucked into this?
I made this decision on my own, Victor. I was not manipulated.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
Victor, Nicholas wanted this. Sharon, who suffered more than anyone because of Matt Clark, wanted this. So if it doesn't work out, I will be the first to say you were right.
I can't believe your naivety. It stuns me every time. You honestly think this is about me being right? Nothing to do with it. Has it occurred to you that I might be concerned about you getting hurt? By a man who's a convicted felon? Who has a violent past? Obviously, that doesn't concern you, does it? That I worry about you. Well, I'll do my damnedest not to from now on. You got that?
Nikki and Victor.
in for the young and the restless.
Hello, Chancellor Residence.
Hey, beautiful.
Billy, I was just gonna call you.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
I want to see you.
Well, I guess we're on the same wavelength. What do you want to do? Do you want to come over here? You want me to go over there?
Maybe I should go over to your house.
Well, right away?
Sooner.
Cool. I'll be waiting.
Okay, bye.
Well, what was that all about?
Good morning, Lynn.
Hi. Oh, good thing you made coffee. Isabella's sleeping in.
Yeah, would you like a cup?
Sure. Is she upset about what happened last night?
Oh. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you told her you had to move out. Now, I know I wasn't feeling well, but I could still tell she was less than thrilled with the news.
There you go. Are you feeling better this morning?
Well, much, thanks. I told you I just needed a good night's sleep.
That's good news.
Paul, what is it? Something's obviously bugging you. Do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm okay. I don't know. It feels like my life is slipping out of control and there's nothing I can do about it.
Yo. Hey, Malcolm.
Hey, yourself. Bang. Got those prints you won.
Oh, man, you didn't have to hike all the way over here with these. I could have sent a messenger to pick them up.
Yeah, you probably could have. But I wanted to thank you in person.
Yeah? For what?
Well, I took your advice to heart last night. I dropped all those fancy schmancy plans I was making, and I had myself a nice little quiet, cozy evening at the house with Alex. Neil, you the man. It was the right call.
So what'd you two do?
Oh, we just hung out, relaxed.
Relax, huh?
Mm-hmm. I mean, actually, we just talked the whole time. But Neil, it felt really good. I mean, it was comfortable.
Glad it worked out for you two.
Yeah, it did. Thanks to your advice. You know what? I'm gonna have to start asking you for help more often, you lady love, Dr. You.
Well, judging from the look on your face, young lady, it appears to be the beginning of a very good day.
The best.
The best. What happened?
Life is beautiful again.
Does this perchance have anything to do with JT?
JT who? No. Billy.
Billy? Well, would you care to explain that?
We're back together again.
Really?
We had this big talk and sorted everything out.
Well, my dear, the last time we talked, you said that there was no way that you and Billy could solve your problem.
Well, I was wrong. Ah, Grandma, this is so incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm sorry I have to run out, but I'm gonna go meet Billy at his house. I'll see you before dinner, okay?
See you soon.
Love you.
Hey, top of the morning, kiddo.
You got that right.
So what's going on?
You know, I'm gonna grab something to eat at Gina's.
Wait. You don't have to leave.
No, it's okay. I'll talk to you later, all right?
That lipstick.
I didn't mean for her to split on my account.
Oh, no. Don't worry. She's just fine. So, I take this terrific mood of yours has something to do with the notorious elevator kiss?
Yeah. Everybody knows, huh?
Oh, just family and a few close friends.
Yeah. Family. My mom in particular. Of all people who had to be standing there when the elevator door opened.
I take it then you and Mac are an item again.
Well, yeah. We've worked out all our problems. I haven't forgotten, by the way, that you're the one that called me over to Chabot. You were part of this big reunion, weren't you?
Oh, I may have had a little something to do with it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It was Raul and Rihanna that insisted you and Mackenzie needed to talk, and obviously they were right.
So tell me, whose idea was it to lock us up in the elevator?
Was that Mackenzie I heard leaving?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yes, and you will not believe what happened. She and Billy are a couple again.
No way.
Mm. You know, Esther, I can't help thinking, though, the problems that relationship could cause. On the other hand, I haven't seen a smile on Mac's face like that since, I don't know, perhaps ever.
What?
What do you mean, what?
The moment I walked in the room, the two of you clammed up.
Did we?
Oh, please, you can't fool me. I know what you two magpies were chattering about. The fact that my son cannot seem to learn from his past mistakes.
You have such little good sense left, Joel. I hope you have enough not to threaten Mackenzie again.
I have no idea what you're babbling about.
You went after that poor girl all last summer. You never once got off of her case, but everything is out in the open now. And I'm telling you something. No, I am warning you. Don't you ever think of terrorizing that child again.
The truth is, the elevator was Phyllis's idea.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow. That's pretty cool of her. I'll be sure to thank her.
Don't do that too publicly. I don't want her on the family firing line any more than she is.
By family, you mean my mom.
Speaking of your mom, I know it is tough taking Jill into account. She is your mother, and she's not going anywhere. That is a fact.
Yeah, well, you want to know what else is a fact? No one's coming between Mac and me ever again.
Hey, I'm on your side, okay? I'm just saying don't rub your romance in her face. Don't get her any more riled up than she already is.
Jack, what can I do? We're going to be out of school for the summer. We're going to be hanging out at the Globe by Jabot house. Mom's going to see us together all the time.
So you definitely want Mackenzie working with us, oh boy.
One way or another, we are going to be together. No more sneaking around. You and I know what happened last time. It was a complete disaster.
Okay, I just want you to know one thing. Brittany stopped by Jabot after you and Mackenzie left. Your mother told her everything. I mean, everything.
Well, I'm sorry Mom dropped the bomb on her, but I'm not sweating Brittany's feelings.
You think she deserves to suffer a bit, huh?
You don't?
Here's the thing. There are enough people who have problems with your relationship with Mackenzie. A little piece of brotherly advice, don't make it any worse.
What do you mean?
When you talk to Brittany, be cool. For your sake, for Max. We both know what Brittany's capable of when she's backed into a corner.
So what do you suggest?
I'm just suggesting you do what you can to disarm her.
Here you go.
Thanks.
How do you feel this morning?
Fine. I hope you're planning a career in medicine. With all the training you're getting fussing over me.
Oh, it's right at the top of my list.
Did you hear anything from Mac?
Did you talk to Billy?
I'm dying to find out what happened in that elevator.
I know, me too. But maybe no news is good news.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Hey, have either of you seen Mac? Not since yesterday. Why? I'm kind of worried about her. And by the way, in case you're wondering, she's forgiven me for not telling her what was on that tape. We're fine.
Then why are you worried?
Well, I'm just wondering if she's gonna get all crazy over Abbott again now that Britt may be out of the picture. That would be a mistake. But I don't have to tell you guys that, do I?
Hi, counselor.
Hi.
Phyllis, Malcolm's friend.
I remember.
So, how is the legal profession treating you?
Very well, thank you.
Great. I always find it fascinating what people do for a living. I think it takes a certain kind of personality to be a lawyer.
So they say.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure. You tell me.
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously have something on your mind, Phyllis.
Yes, I do. It's simple, really. Remember the other day I told you I wanted to get to know you better? That's what I'm doing. Malcolm's very important to me. And I want to know all about the special woman in his life.
Your life's out of control. Paul, what happened?
Hello? Yeah, this is Paul Williams. What? So what are you gonna do? Yeah, well, I'm sorry too. Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Problems?
Yeah, that was the landlord from the building where I rented the apartment for Isabella. As it turns out, the current tenants have decided to stay.
Oh, look, Paul, there are plenty of other places out there. I'll get right on it. I know you want this move to happen quickly.
Yeah, well, that was yesterday. There's no rush now.
What about Chris?
She is taking a job in Australia, and she won't be back until fall at the earliest.
Oh, no. Paul, I know she was upset about Isabella staying here, but didn't you tell her you're getting her to move out?
Yes, I told her, and it didn't seem to make any difference to her. In fact, she turned the whole thing around on me.
What do you mean?
You know, Lynn, I really don't want to talk about this. If the truth be known, you and I really don't see eye to eye where Chris is concerned now anyway.
And I'll get to the office, and I'll see you there later.
Well, Malcolm, sounds like your evening was a big success.
It was the first time in ages that I've opened up like that, Neil. I mean, I told that woman some things that I've buried real deep.
All your secrets?
Well, come on now, don't get ahead of yourself. I mean, I didn't open up like that. But you know, I did let her take a peek at the real Malcolm Winters. And I'll tell you what, she turned around and opened up herself. Neil, I gotta give it to you. You had that girl pegged.
You know, it surprises me that as long as you two have been together, that you waited until now to have this little talk.
Well, Neil, I mean, we've had our ups and downs.